Hazel and David, Bess and Gary, John and Jackie, Jack and Marjorie are all here to play Larry Grayson's Generation Game.
Shut that door and enjoy the Generation Game. What's in store? The best of relations is our aim. Larry Grayson is here to play, so
shut that door. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you and welcome to another Saturday night of the Generation Game. We look so much forward to this every week, you see. I get so mixed up all the week just waiting for Saturday night, and then I settle down and no nerves, no nothing. However, I'd like to meet my favourite girlfriend, Isla St Clair. All right, then.
Super to be back.
How are you feeling?
Oh,
all right?
fantastic.
Yes,
do you know, this is show number 2 already.
Yes.
And it feels as if we only started last week.
She'll have to go, you know. She really will have to go. Now, Isla, could we meet our first contestants who are here tonight to play our Generation Game?
And they come from Cheshire and Cambridgeshire, Hazel and David Goodall.
Hello, Hazel.
Hello.
It's good to have you on the show. Hazel Goodall.
Yes.
And you're from Kingsley, which is near Warrington.
That's it.
In Cheshire. And now, Hazel, you're a housewife. You first met your husband, George, when he was billeted with your mum during the war.
That's right, yes.
And you were only 14.
Yes, sweet 14.
Yes. I was once, can you believe? I can't. And very shy. Oh, it said you were very shy,
Oh, yes.
but you thought George was gorgeous.
And I still do.
Is that nice?
Yes.
Is he here?
Yes.
He will be pleased.
Yes.
And, the one dream... It's a nice laugh. The one dream of your life was to be a chorus girl.
Yes.
Mine too. And it said you wanted to be a tiller girl. You didn't, did you? You didn't go on the stage.
Oh, no, I didn't go on stage.
What did you do then?
No, Mother decided I had to be more practical and do domestic science so as to make a good wife eventually.
Yes, that's what you've done.
And that's what, I don't know about being a good wife, but I did domestic science.
Yes. Have you got any children?
Yeah, well, I got David.
You got Derek. I mean, beside Flash. I mean, have you got any more?
No, he's the only one I
It's
know
just the
of.
one.
Yes,
I see,
yes.
You are addicted to those little mints with a hole and always buy 2 packets at a time. One for you and one for George because George doesn't like them. And that way you get 2.
That's it, yes.
You're a woman after my own heart. I know. What's that? That's ever so pretty. What is it?
A little necklace.
Is
Yes,
that an opal?
Yes, it was an earring, and I lost one, so this other one was made up.
Well, that's
so
where mine went then. Anyway, there you are then.
Thank you.
How are you? Are you all right?
Yes,
are
hot.
Isn't it? When
Yes.
it's these lights, you have to have them. You see that people say, oh, you look so hot, but it is hot, isn't it?
It is hot,
If we
yes,
didn't have the lights on,
yes.
you wouldn't see us at home, so there. Now,
Might be a good thing.
I shall speak to him later. Now, you are David Goodall, and, of course, this is your mum, and you are married to Margaret with one son, Simon, who's age 2. You've always had a desire to play Peter Pan and fly about the stage on a wire.
Well, you see, when I was younger, Mother and Father took me to see Peter Pan in Glasgow. It was a Scottish version of Peter Pan.
Yes. Still the same.
Still the same,
Yes,
yes. And they were flying through the air, and of course, at the end of the programme, they warned the children that it was magic dust.
Yes.
And we shouldn't do it when we go home. Mother and Father warned me, but the following day, I climbed up onto the top of the piano, and they had a big thud as I fell off.
It was you?
It was me, yes. I've been trying ever since, but I've never quite grasped it.
No,
yet.
well, I don't think you will.
No.
You've got... You see, I did it in the show years ago, but I was on the wire.
Ah, that makes a difference.
Well, of course, you have to do it. Perhaps, never mind. Perhaps it'll come round one of these days. Doubt it. When you proposed to your wife, Margaret, you promised her a house that would look out on a field of cows.
Well, yes, I
Yes, but
did.
it said it on the first morning of moving in, you were amazed. What you were amazed for?
Well, you see, when we opened the curtains, there was a giraffe, 2 zebras and an elephant looking over the garden fence. Unknown to us, a circus had moved in the field behind.
Did you, because you wondered what had happened?
Oh, I wonder what happened, yes.
Yes,
It was an awful
well, you
mess
would.
afterwards, though.
We won't go into that. And, now, I like this bit here. It said here, you have an astronomy degree. Have I said that right?
Yes, not astrology, but astronomy.
Astronomy degree.
Yes.
You've still got a telescope, but you've only used it twice. Pity.
Well, it's not very good, you see.
Eh?
It's not very good, and I look in the neighbours' houses with it, and definition's not very good for that
They're
sort
all
of thing.
looking in. They're all looking in.
I've moved since.
I'm
though.
glad. We've got a special surprise for you tonight, because, you know who we've got here for you to meet?
No.
Patrick Moore. Patrick.
Nice to see you. Oh, nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
Now, that's a nice surprise for you.
Yes.
Well, it's nice to see you.
Yes, I've always wanted to meet you. In fact, there was one time in Glasgow, you know, with the Astronomical Society
Yes.
in Glasgow. You came along, but
That's right.
unfortunately, I wasn't there.
You missed nothing, I can assure you.
Well, I've met you now.
Yes, nice to see you now indeed.
And look, I believe you've just written a book, have you, Patrick?
Yes, I have indeed. I'm in the process of revising one. I'm always writing something,
I
you
know you are.
Yes.
You keep very busy.
Well, who doesn't these days?
Well, I don't do a lot, you know.
I know. Most people do.
Well, you met Patrick now. I suppose you'll have something to talk about a bit later on.
Yes, indeed.
Thank you so much for coming.
Nice to see you.
You too.
Nice to see you.
Patrick Moore, ladies and gentlemen.
And
Patrick Moore.
I've got a book for
Right.
you.
Oh, that's lovely. Okay. Thank you very much. Well, that's very nice then. Lovely. So will you go sit over there now? Over you go. There you are. That was lovely then. That was really lovely because after Patrick had gone off, Hazel said to me, she says, yes, very nice. I think we're going to sit down now then. She told me. Now tell us about our next contestant. So we're going to play our generation game.
And they come from Middlesex, Best Chickens and Gary Laddams.
All right, darling.
Yes, thank you.
That's nice blue, isn't it?
Oh, lovely.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
lovely,
you
yes.
should wear it.
Yes, well, yes, I've got one like it, really. Now, you are Des Jiggins.
Yes.
I see. Your husband, Peter, is a professional pianist and spends most of the year working abroad.
Mm-hmm.
Does
Yes,
he
he
play
does.
with an orchestra, does he?
No,
Yes.
no, it's solo.
Solo pianist?
Yes.
Oh, yes. And you met Peter when you were in charge of the guard room at the RAF station in
Bassingbourn.
Bassingbourn. What was that? Bassingbourn.
Yeah, Hertfordshire.
Hertfordshire, oh, yes, yeah. And you married him in Singapore. Well, why so far away?
Well, he's out there, of course. In those days, the RAF would fly the fiancé out to get married.
Oh, did they?
Yes.
Oh.
And he wrote 5 of us, and I was the only one he said bad enough to go out. So I went. And I knew he had to pay the fare back in 3 days or marry me. And he hadn't got the money, so.
So that was it? I think I saw the film. Spent a month in Malta where Peter is working and your family say they never want to go away, want you to go away for so long again because they miss you so much. Now, why do they I mean,
Because
naturally.
they haven't got a babysitter when I'm not there.
Is that why? So that's why I don't want to go
Yeah,
away for so long.
yeah.
All right. How many children have you?
4 grandchildren.
Four grandchildren,
children,
yeah.
yes, yes,
Oh, it's
brilliant.
nice to have you on the show. All right, good luck with the games
Thank you.
and everything. Now we come to you. You've got cold hands. This is your son-in-law,
Yes.
Bess. You married Bess's daughter, Susan. And on your first holiday abroad, you pre-tanned yourself in the garden. Because a lot of people do this, because I know when you're abroad, you've been there for any length of time, and people come in, they're all very white, and people say, oh, look, they just got here. That's right. They always say it, don't they? Look, just got here, white as death. So you tanned yourself in the garden so you wouldn't appear too pale. It was in Mallorca, was it?
That's right, yes.
And you ended up in a Spanish bed with a fever, and you came in whiter than when you went.
That's right,
What a
yes.
disappointment. All that money spent.
That's what upset me most, I think, the amount of money that we'd spent.
Yeah. You think your wife, Susan, is a bit heavy-handed with the washing up, and she seems to break things. Well, why did you do the washing up for her?
Well, she did suggest that, and I thought, well, I quite like cracked cups. And,
yeah, it's a good way of getting out of it. Is she here?
She is.
Are we going to meet her later?
Yes, I hope so.
Yes, well, I shall have a word or two with her. There you are, then. All right, Isle. Now, tell us about our first game.
And we're off to a rip-roaring start this week with some lovely young ladies who spend their free time appearing at fetes, carnivals and football matches, and they've even toured abroad to Holland and Belgium. We're very pleased to have them here with us tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, a big welcome for the Bluebirds Majorettes.
Viv Ayres. Like Pam Ayres, isn't it? Right. Viv Ayres. How are you, Viv? All right.
Yeah, I'm fine,
good. Now, these girls are lovely. Now, how many... You've got more of these? 12. Are they 12?
Another 10. Another 15.
Are there any trouble?
No, no trouble.
Oh, that's... Now, you heard that. Now, you've heard her say it. I bet the murders. But now, we've got to do this. I said, these things are quite remarkable, aren't they?
Yes.
I thought the emu was amongst them. Now, we're going to do... Our contestants are going to go in with the girls and do this, as you know, Viv, and will you do some marking for us? Yes. Well, then you jolly well go over there, make yourself comfortable, and we'll get our first two out of here. Come on, sweetheart, out you go. Over here with me. You're over there. And now, Bluebirds Majorettes with our first two contestants. Now the Bluebirds Majorettes with our second two contestants. come on. There's over here. Right here. Okay, beard, in you come. Very quickly. I've never seen a majorette with a beard before. Come on, Gary, round here. Now, what about that then, Viv?
Very good.
I thought they did jolly well.
Yes.
Now, what about Hazel and David here?
Yes, very good. 10 out of 12.
10 out of 12.
Yes.
Very good. Very good. And for Bess and Gary?
Yes, not quite so good. I give you 8 out of 12.
I know you did jolly well, yes. But you can pick up. Well, Viv, thank you so much for coming on. Where do you come from?
Maidstone.
Maidstone. All the guys from Maidstone too?
Maidstone.
You're very good. Ladies and gentlemen, Viv Ayres and the Bluebirds Majorettes. Thank you very much. Bye, Viv. Bye. Bye. Okay. Isla, the awards on the boards.
Hazel and David with 10 points, and Bess and Gary have 8 points.
Very good, and very good. And so, could you tell us now, Isla, about our next game?
Well, I think every mum in the country has a photograph of her son or daughter's wedding on the sideboard, and I'm pretty sure that the particular mum I'm thinking of has a lovely photograph, just like this one. And it really is lovely. A tear to the eye. And the royal wedding certainly made us think of a very good game. Now, over here, on the main board, we've got 6 photographs of famous couples on their wedding day. And what we want you to do is to write down the name that they became on that day. In other words, their official Mr. and Mrs. title. So, we're just going to give you 30 seconds to get them married.
Over here. Okay. All right. Right. All right, Isla, who have you for number 1?
And Bess and Gary have put down Mr. and Mrs. Mitchellmore.
And that is perfectly right, because that's Cliff Mitchellmore and his lovely wife, Jean Metcalfe. So that's fine. Number 2, Isla, you have...
Oh, I'm afraid, no, we haven't got an answer for number 2.
You haven't. Well, we've got Mr. and Mrs. Dennison. Of course, it is Michael Dennison and his lovely wife, Dulcie Gray. So that's right. Number 3, Isla.
For number 3, we have put down Mr. and Mrs. Thatcher.
And it is Mr. and Mrs. Thatcher, and I thought it was Eric Morecambe, but there it is, Mr. and Mrs. Thatcher. Looks jolly well like him, doesn't it? That's 2 points, 2 points, 2 points. And number 4, Isla.
And for number 4, Bess and Gary have Mr. and Mrs. Windsor.
Now, we've got a film star director. It's no good, because it is Brian Forbes and his lovely wife, Nanette Newman. So you're very near, but we must have the name, you see, Hazel. So no points, no points. Number 5.
And number 5, yes, lovely couple, Mr. and Mrs. Attenborough.
And it is Mr. and Mrs. Attenborough with, that's, of course, lovely Sheila Sim when they got married. That's lovely. And number 6, Isla, we have 2 points. Number 6.
And number 6, Mr. and Mrs. Kane.
And we have Mr. and Mrs. Michael Caine too. So at this moment, I'd like to thank the personalities here for lending us their wedding pictures. I think they're all charming, don't you? So that's fine. OK, would you all come down here now? Right. And the awards on the doors, Isla.
And Hazel and David have 20 points, Bess and Gary with 16 points.
Well, we're very sorry to see you go so soon, Bess and Gary, so, of course, there we are. We have the...
Yes, the Generation Game doors, which will be engraved for you.
OK.
And thank you very much for being such good sports.
Yes, you're marvellous. Bye. Bye, Gary. Bye, Bess. Bye. Goodbye. Bye. There we go. And, Alec, we now meet our next contestants who are here to play our Generation Game.
And they come from Essex, John and Jackie Moore.
Hello, Jackie. Hello, John.
Hello, Larry.
Are you all right?
Fine, thank you.
Now then, John, you are John Moore.
I am
It's
indeed.
a good strong name from Chelmsford.
Yes, that's right.
You're a local government official in Chelmsford dealing with car parks.
Yes, I'm the car park supervisor for the local borough council.
Yeah. So you went to play... Oh, it says you met your wife, Dawn, when you were in the Guards.
Yes, I
You went
was.
to play darts in a pub nearby where you were stationed in Surrey.
Yes.
But changed your mind about playing when you spotted Dawn. Were you just going to go like that? You can do it as quick as that, you see. It's fate. It's fate. I'm a fatalist, you see. I mean, you see, you went in there and you were just going to go... And there was Dawn. I mean, you'd never have met her, would you see?
Indeed not.
I know. Well, it's marvellous, you see. Yes, never happened to me. But you see... And isn't it? You formed your own cabbage club in Chelmsford. Are you a keen gardener, then?
No. The word is cribbage, not cabbage.
Oh, I see. You see, I've got some new researchers and they can't write. I get all the best. Well, second best. Teddy Wogan gets the best. You what?
I'm a card player, not a gardener.
Oh, well, it doesn't matter. No, it's fate. You once went up the loft, and while you were trying to fix something, just like the man on the television commercial, you succeeded in putting both feet through the ceiling.
Well, I went up into the loft to do a 5-minute job on the ball cock.
And, well, of course, fate. It's fate, you see, the ball cock going wrong. I mean, I want to hear about this ball cock. Go on.
Well, the ball cock, I took it off, you see.
Don't do that. I've seen a ball cock.
I dropped it in the water.
Yeah, well...
and some water splashed onto one of the joists. And my feet slipped off the joist, and one went that way, and one went that way.
Yes.
And my feet
that could be a start of a new dance. I love that, did you? Well, obviously, I've got gout. Go on.
And my feet ended up in the bathroom.
I say, was it terrible that you felt yourself going through?
It nearly was. I just stopped myself.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you did, because it
was
could have been
all
very
right.
dangerous. But you see, there again, fate. Well, it's nice to have you on the programme, John. Yes, very nice indeed. This is your daughter.
It is indeed.
You're Jackie, and you're 18, and you're engaged to marry Martin, and you're getting married on Saturday, the 3rd of October.
Yes, that's great.
If anyone wants to know. And you were born the day after your mum and dad moved house, and because the pram fell off during the move, you lived in a drawer for the first 2 weeks of your life.
That's right, yes.
Oh, yes. I was born in a trunk, you know.
Tree.
No, a trunk. You must have noticed our walk. And, you used to be... I love this. You used to be mad about the Bay City Rollers in your younger days and went the whole hog wearing all their tartan togs and bits of tartan tat. Did you really? Did you like the Bay City Rollers?
Oh, yes, I used to be really mad on them.
Yeah, because they had all the tartan and everything.
That's right,
yes.
so did I.
Did you really? Is that strange? Because years ago, I used to wear all these, shoulders, big shoulders, because I was into the Boswell sisters.
Before my time.
It said, did you remember the padded shoulders, they used to call them the Joan Crawford shoulders. You remember that, do you? Don't you? I thought you would have done.
I was too young, I think, Larry.
No. Fate. Nice to have you on the programme, both of you. Lovely to see you both. Go and sit over there. Aren't they nice? Thank you very much. And could we meet our last contestants who are going to play our generation game?
And they come from Sussex, Jack Couchman and Marjorie Shilling.
Hello. Hello, Jack. Come sit over here. Sit over here. I know what I'm doing half the time. You are a building contractor specialising in helping to restore old buildings.
That's, yeah.
Start on this. Now, you first met your wife, Margaret, when you offered to carry her accumulator home. Is that lovely? Accumulator. Now, you see, for the young people, you won't know, but accumulator was a thing that you attached to the back of a radio.
That's it, yeah.
And it used to work off accumulator. It was acid, wasn't it?
That's it, yes.
Yeah, because when I was a kid, I used to have this accumulator on the old radio, and I loved John Sharma's music all on Saturday night, so we had to have a new accumulator on a Saturday night to hear this thing. Yeah. And so you offered to carry your, your wife's
yes,
accumulator?
that's how we met. Yeah,
Yeah.
carrying this accumulator. And
Fancy.
I carried it back to her house, and her mother said, "You'll have to come again," she said.
Did she?
I said, "I'll be back tomorrow night."
Yes. But the accumulator, but the accumulator wouldn't wear out that quick.
No.
I remember when we first had ours, you had a new accumulator, and I put it on, and I remember now the Sweetheart of the Forces, you know, singing "We'll Meet Again." Yes, Nina Zaffaroni. And you got engaged in a very romantic location. Where was that, Jack?
Charing Cross Station.
Don't do that, Jack.
Not me, I've got it.
Oh, have you? Yes, well, there you are, Jack. Nice, very nice to have you on the programme. Now we come to you, Marjorie. Marjorie Shilling.
That's right.
Oh, I know Gertrude. You know,
Oh,
the big
yes,
hats.
yes, I know.
You were always going to talk as you were talking.
That's right, yes.
Did you talk
I'm a
a lot?
chatterbox, I am.
Were you?
I always am now.
Yes. What's your husband say?
No, shut up.
You embarrassed your mum and on a bus one day. You began to pick the cherries off a lady's hat in front.
Yes, that's when I was a little girl. Mum thought I was going to eat them all.
She did. But the lady was pleased.
Yeah.
And this, it said, you always went around at your parents' house cutting all the patterns off the curtains.
Yes, yes.
It's a nice hobby, you know. Could be a game. You keep empty chocolate boxes full of sentimental things. Like what, Marjorie?
Oh, I keep all sorts of things, cards, and then I keep
Christmas cards, do you?
Yes,
And birthday cards?
Valentine's cards for my husband.
Letters that he sent
yes.
you, all in chocolate boxes.
Yes.
People do a lot of that, don't they?
Yes,
Well, they
yes,
used to more than they do today.
And her daughter's teeth.
And I keep my daughter's,
Your daughter's
baby
teeth?
in there. I don't like throwing them away, so I keep them in the box.
Oh, yes. Oh, how lovely. If you like it, if you want to keep them, you keep them.
I will.
Now, listen, listen, Jack, tell me, what about, you have a red setter, I believe?
Yes, yes.
A lovely dog called, what's he called?
Rusty.
Rusty?
Yes.
Is a little pet?
No, he's a big pet.
Oh, it's a big pet.
He's about 3 years old.
Oh, fancy Rusty.
Yeah,
and listen,
yeah.
what about, you got another one called Pansy?
Tansy.
Oh, Tansy. Well, will he be looking in?
Yeah, I'm sure he
What
would.
does he do? Has he got any tricks that he does?
Rusty, when he's watching television, he quite often sits there and watching programmes, and if he doesn't
Especially
like them, he
the
just puts
doggy
his
programme.
paws over his ears and just doesn't want to know.
Really?
Yeah.
Will he be looking now?
He could be, yeah. Yeah.
Well, let's give him a wave.
Yeah.
I think he's just come in. That is strange. Give it a
Nothing
wave.
off in Sussex.
Give it a wave. Come on, give it a wave. I suppose she'll be in the chocolate box next. Isla, could you tell us about our next game?
Now, I'm always being asked which part of the British Isles that I come from. Now, would you believe that I was born within the sound of Bow Bells? Like, no, you wouldn't, would you? Because my Cockney accent isn't very good. But I've got a good Scottish accent, so therefore it's logical to think that I come from Scotland, as I do, from the Moray Firth area. And the game is guessing accents. Now, waiting very patiently on cruise station are 5 personalities. And what we want you to do is to listen to their voices and to write down their correct destinations from the 12 names that are on the board.
This is cruise station.
Oh, Mr. Porter, what shall I do? I wanted to go to... But they put me off at crew.
Personality number 2.
Take me back to... As quickly as you can. Oh, Mr. Porter, what a silly girl I am.
And let's see personality number 3.
Ah, now, Mr. Porter, what am I to do? I wanted to go to... But you put me off a crew.
Number 4.
Take me back to... Porter. What a silly girl I am.
Let's see personality number 5.
Oh, Mr. Porter, what shall I do? I wanted to go to... But you put I off at Crewe.
Isla, what have you got for number 1?
We've got Keighley in Yorkshire.
Yeah, well, we've got Keighley too, but it isn't Keighley. It's Manchester, and it's Joe Gladwin. Hello, Joe. Very nice to see you, Joe.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Whenever I look at you, I always think of bread. I don't know why. There, Joe Gladwin. OK, lovely, Joe. And for number 2, Isla?
For number 2, we have Manchester.
Well, we have for number 2, we have Rill, believe it or not. But it's Keighley in Yorkshire, and because it's my lovely Molly Sugden. Hello, Molly. Hello. How are you, all right?
Oh, fine, yes.
I thought this should say Rill.
Yes, I know I'm travelled, but not that much.
Lovely to see you, Molly. Molly Sugden, ladies and gentlemen, Molly. And for number 3, Isla, you have...
Well, actually, we've put down the Dublin boat.
You've got what, Isla?
The Dublin boat.
Well, we've got Dublin, and it's Billy Boyle, and of course he is from Dublin, so there we are. Hello, Billy. How are you, all right?
Great, Larry.
How's Basil Brush doing?
Oh, Basil, he's watching the show tonight, actually.
He is? Oh, I'm glad.
He sends you his love.
I'm very glad. Ladies and gentlemen, Billy Boyle. Thanks, Billy.
Thanks.
And number 4?
Number 4, we have Liverpool.
We've got Norwich, but of course the place is Birmingham, and it's Anne George, better known as Amy Turtle. All right. How are you?
I'm all right, thank you. How are you?
I'm fine. I can't understand how they got that, you know, when you think, because you're real brummy, aren't you?
Of course I am.
Of course I am. Terrific like you. All right, are you?
Yes.
Lovely to see you. Ladies and gentlemen, Anne George. Thank you ever so much, guys. And number 5...
Wimborne, Dorset.
We have Wimborne in Dorset, of course, that's perfectly right. It is Wimborne in Dorset, and it's Billy Burton. Hello, Billy. How are you? I'm very glad I got it right, because when Billy was on before, I said that he came from Somerset, and we had hundreds of letters, so we got it all right tonight, Billy. Lovely to see you. Billy Burton, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much, Billy. Thank you so much. And I would like to thank all stars for coming in to be with us tonight. Thank you all very much indeed. Bless your hearts. Thank you. OK, here you go. Bye. And the awards on the board, Isla.
John and Jackie have 4 points. Jack and Marjorie have 4 points.
And Isla, could you tell us now about our next game, please?
Vienna for me conjures up pictures of beautiful gilded palaces, of dancing to Strauss waltzes. And these, Viennese tarts. In fact, I'm not sure which of the 3 I'd pick out of that lot, but we're going to show you how to make these Viennese tarts with Robert Atkin.
Hello, Robert. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
And now you're going to show us how to make what do you call it? A whirl?
Viennese tart.
A Viennese tart.
With red
OK, away you go.
Right.
Show us how to do it.
Then, first of all, I'll pipe the Viennese on. Must leave a hole in the centre for the jam.
Lovely. I love a Viennese whirl. If there's one thing I like better, it's 2. I enjoy being a whirl.
Now, I'll put the jam on with my hands. For speed.
You have to do this with your hand, Robert.
Must do it with your hand for speed.
Do you do this at your job?
At my job as well, yeah.
And, of course, you don't have to put too much jam on.
No.
And you see, again, boys and girls, it's the quickness, you see, Jack. Yeah. It's the quickness, you see. That's what we mark it on. Get your hand in. Don't get too much. You've been doing this for many years, Robert.
Too many.
Too many, oh, I wouldn't say that. There we are. Aren't they lovely?
That's it.
Isn't that lovely, then, Jack? Look. All right, Robert. Okay. You go over there and do some come back and do some marking for us. Get your aprons on, and you have 50 seconds, and it starts now. Remember, it's the speed. It's the speed you do it. You only have 50 seconds, so you have to go like that. Just a little bit of cream on each one, you'll find will do wonders. Don't put too much on, you know how to go. Quick as you can. If you only do a few, still put the jam on. That's it, no, that's it. Fine. That's it, Jack. Don't forget the jam. That's it. You get plenty of jam on, but only put a little bit on each one. Whirl it round. That's why it's called. That's why you'll hurry. That's why it's called Venus whirls. Get the jam. That's it. That's it. All right. Stop it. There you are. All right, darling. There you are. Right, now then. You see, I mean, he hasn't got the jam on all of them, but, I mean... what do you think, then?
3.
3.
Make a nice mess with pebbles.
Yeah. Now, unfortunately... Now, you see, you've got the jam on at all, have you, darling? You've got a nice cream, but you see, there's no jam.
Got a few whirls.
No.
So I think 2.
2. Now, you see, you're all right. You see, you whirled when you should have 12. So how many, Robert?
2 again.
2 again. All right. Now, we're better here. But you see, she's got a bit strange here with this thing.
But there's more jam.
But there's more jam. You see, she did get... Marjorie, you did get the jam on.
Yeah,
you did, my dear. You got the jam on.
So I'd say 4.
You say 4. Right. Would you like to come back next week?
Oh, yeah.
Robert, thank you so much for coming in. Delightful game. You must bring another one in sometime.
I will do, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Robert Atkins. Bye, Robert.
Bye-bye.
Bye. All right. All right. And Isla, the awards on the doors.
John and Jackie have 9 points, and Jack and Marjorie, 10 points.
That was very close. Very close indeed. Very close indeed, but you did very well, both of you. I'm sorry we have to leave you, but that's the way the game is.
And you don't go empty-handed, apart from the jam you've got left there.
That's
You also take away.
We've enjoyed the game, we've enjoyed having you here. All right?
OK, nice to have you on.
Okay.
Thank you.
OK, bye. Bye, Jack. See you later. Bye. Over there, that's right. And Isla, would you now tell us, please, about our final game?
Right, a little test. 1 didgeridoo, 1 wobble board, 1 mucky paint pot. Now, who does it make you think of?
Rolf Harris.
That's right. And what else can I say? Rolf's here and everything's okay.
Hello, Rolf.
How are you, sir?
I'm very well. Very nice to have you on the programme again, Rolf.
Thank you.
And what are you going to do for us this time?
Well, a great big sloshy painting.
You're going to do a big sloshy painting?
Enormous one.
You're away you go, then.
Right.
All right.
Now, I've got 4 cans of paint here. Water, sloshy purple, thick purple and black. A couple of brushes and a couple of spares. First of all, water about head level. Across there like that. As quick as you can. A lot of sloshy paint. Change over to the sloshy purple.
Thanks, Rolf.
Did I get you? It's only water.
So it's all right.
As high as you can go with that one. Don't worry about the little runs and things. As long as they're... Oh, I won't go on with that conversation, sorry. Now, perhaps change back to the water, make it a little bit sloshier, and you've got to try and create a shape of a hill.
Sky, is that the sky roll?
That's the sky, yes, and that's a sort of hill running down to the water level there.
Yeah.
And then back to the sloshy purple, and you've got to imagine this is the horizontal water level there, and you've got to do a mirror image of that, like a reflection here, up to there, like that, see? And then then you fill the rest of that in. Oh, boom, boom, boom. Darken it up a bit.
Pretty colour.
Darken it up a bit with a thick purple. In fact, change to the thick purple now for this bottom bit. Now then, swap over to the black, and we'll put a few trees along there, like that. And you've got to do this boom, 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 boom as well, you know. Yeah. That's the best bit. And perhaps a big old pine tree up there. A bit of few branches, the horizontal branches there, and a reflection of that tree coming down in there. Doesn't matter how sloshy that is. Let's have a boat, eh?
Yes.
Yeah. Nice boat.
Not bad, yes.
Have you got the idea of this?
Perhaps
Marjorie, all right?
We'll have Larry resting back there.
Oh,
like
yes,
that.
yeah, I should be resting.
Hey, wait a minute. If Larry's resting, who's going to have to do the rowing?
You.
It might be me again.
Isla doing the rowing there.
That's right.
You've got a bun on today, Isla.
Yes.
Never happened before.
I'm usually eating them.
Suits you.
Finishing touch, we'll just do a little star up here with the finger right above Isla there, like that. Spin, splon, spin.
What's that, Raoul?
It's called a star, your character. I just told you. Pay attention. A little bit of a reflected light on their
Well,
brill
that's my
cream.
halo. My halo.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a little bit on the oar there, perhaps a little bit on the water, and directly below there a nice fizzly bit like
Lovely.
that. How's that?
Beautiful.
And that's Is that Paul Lucas in the house across the lake?
Oh, yeah.
Now, the contestants are going to have a go at this.
Yes.
So you've got to do some marking, aren't you? Of course you
So
are.
if you could both do it at the
Okay,
same
right
time,
then.
when I say go, you ready? Go! You made it first choice. What would you like to
Marjorie,
do,
you-
first or second?
Second, please.
You want to go second?
Yeah.
All right.
Off you go. And if you'd like to
If you
come
come
down
over
this way.
here.
Come down, that's fine.
Right. You go.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all right.
You can find something.
And your time starts now.
I like it. I like it. I
Go on,
like
oh, David.
Hey, careful.
Beauty property.
Yes.
The best.
It's the speed, you know, David. Go on, Hazel.
Don't forget to draw the picture. What's this? Go on, go on. Go on.
Excellent.
Wonderful. Oh, no.
You should join the Queen Mary. No fighting, please. No fighting. That's right. There you are. Your time starts now. Where you go? That's it, Marjorie.
Go on, go on. Slap it on.
Jack.
Jack, excellent.
Jack, try using the sloshy purple instead of that thick one. Use the other can of purple, because, yeah, because it runs nicer.
That's it, Marjorie. Go good sweep.
Oops. All over Jack. Go on, Marjorie. Slap it on. Go on, go mad.
Very good.
Throw it on. Don't forget the picture. Go on.
Get the boat on, Jack.
Come on, come on, come on. Don't forget what there was.
That's it.
That's it, the boat. Good.
Lovely boat. What a
Go on,
nu-
go on.
Looks like the bounty with Fletcher Christian.
No, it's a tub.
We both looking the same way, Al. We both go the same way. Looks like a canoe.
Hey.
Ayoko, 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 Ayoko.
Hey, stay with me. Don't go leaving.
All right.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It
Okay,
does matter.
Rob,
What am
now-
I saying? Of course it matters.
Now, what about it, Rolf?
Well,
It looks like a glass boat.
I was a little bit worried about the two people in the boat being on the outside of the boat.
You're worried.
I'm a bit lost at this one because we've got no reflection of the tree there and no reflection of the boat.
What
I would
tree?
say 16 out of 20.
16 out of 20. All right, then. All right. Over you go. You come over now. I thought it looked like Frank Randall in Somewhere in Camp. Over here. All right, then...
Huggy Bear, is it?
Yes, it's very much like Isla, really.
Well, I think this is a better actual attempt at the whole thing. The water ran better and the tree was nicer and the boat and the people work better and the star up there is definitely reflecting light on that. So I'll say 18 for this one.
18. Very good. And you go over here. You come over here, David. You get over there. Very good, very good.
It's marvellous to see people tackling a picture that big for the first time.
I think so.
It's
and
mind-bending.
I think they enjoyed it too.
Yeah, good.
Yes,
good.
Ralph, you've been off the air for some time now. When are you coming back with your television show?
Well, it starts tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
It's now called Rolf's Here OK. It goes out on Sundays instead of Saturdays.
Yeah?
At 6:10. Yeah.
Good. Well, I know a lot of children will be looking forward to
All
seeing
the
it.
kids in
Indeed,
the
I never
schools
miss
will be
it.
watching it.
I never miss it. I love it.
They love the painting, particularly the
Yes,
little...
yeah, how true, yes.
I've never seen you paint. Do you paint it?
I've dabbled. I've done nothing to talk about, you know.
Feel like dabbling now?
What better time? What better... Isle, would you like a dabble as well?
You bet. I think,
Yes, come on. Yes.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Yes,
Okay.
we'll do it. Right. All right.
Okay.
Now I'm a very handy man. To splash a bit of paint's my plan.
Yes.
One day last week I said to the wife, I'll paint this pair upon my life. Or perhaps we could each paint one. Yeah, that'd be a lot more fun. So we got some paint and brushes too, and they all had a go. Let's hear from you. Come on.
Slap dab, up and down the canvas, slap dab all the time. In the corners, round the Johnny Orleans, we're a pair of begging orders. Slap dab with a painting brush. Talk about a load of fun. Cause we got more paint on everywhere other than the places that we should have done. And again, slap dab, up and down the canvas, slap dab all the time. In the corners, round the Johnny Orleans, we're a pair of begging orders. Slap dab, with a painting brush. Talk about a load of fun. Cause we got more paint on everywhere other than the places that we should have done. The places that we should have done.
I thought you were painting me, right? Because I saw you measuring up all the time. Let's see yours.
Heavens, no, I wasn't painting you.
Well, I hardly like to show mine, but I think I will.
It's good for a
since I've
first
done it.
attempt.
Yes, not bad for a first attempt. What about that? Not bad.
Well, I had a go at you.
I don't know whether... You recognise yourself, sir? Yes. I'm not like Jack Albert. It's been super having you on the programme again. It really has. And good luck with the series, and I, for one, shall be lucky. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Coming out. Rolf Harris, ladies and gentlemen. The awards on the boards.
And Hazel and David have 18 points, Jack and Marjorie have 16.
Well, we're very sorry to lose you, Marjorie and John. You've been good sports, and it's been very nice to have you on the programme. So what have we for them to take home with Isla?
An automatic camera with a flash and even some flowers, 2 bottles of champagne with a silver bottle holder, and, of course, the Generation Game doors.
That's lovely. Bye-bye, Marjorie. Bye-bye, John. Bye-bye. I'm so pleased. Lovely. There you are. Now, this is it. This is your big moment. Congratulations on getting this far. And now, remember, it's the best of 3. Right. Question number 1. With what profession do you associate Patrick Litchfield?
Photography.
Right. Question number 2. How many signs of the zodiac are there?
12.
You got it. That's right. 5. Very good indeed. Lovely. So now, what have we got for Hazel to take back with her?
It's a super stereo radio cassette and the Generation Game door.
Lovely. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye, love. Great. Fabulous. And, of course, here, David, we take the route to the loot. Here we go. Bye. David, nice and comfortable. Only the things that you can remember are yours to take home with. Only the things that you remember when you get back there. And your time starts now, and away you go.
And on David's conveyor belt tonight, the cuddly toy panda, a popkin maker, a basket of glacé fruits, an automatic shoe polisher, a selection of perfumes, a blender, a selection of wines, a clock radio, 2 brass candle lamps, a heated food server, 6 wine glasses, a hairstyling set, a cuddly oil painting set, a slow cooker, a selection of board games, a coffee percolator, a selection of books and bookends, a clock, a facial sauna.
All right, David. All right. Here you go. David, try and remember as many things as you can during the next 45 seconds. That 45 seconds, it starts for you now.
Toy, glassy fruits, percolator, the hairstyling set, perfumes, clock,
the books.
Glasses, the drink, the sweets,
the books,
the candle blast, the candle
candle
things,
right, yes, right. Cuddly toy,
the food server, the crock pot.
Slow cooker,
the hairstyling kit,
cuddly
paints. So I just said slow cooker.
Books,
Games, books,
yeah.
books. Shoe polisher, the shoe polisher for your feet. And the drinks and the hostess carousel thing.
Yes. On you go.
And the clock radio.
Good night, God bless. See you next week at the same time. Take care of yourselves. Good night. I love you very much. Good night.